Hey everybody, this is Grace, and today let's see, today is Wednesday. It feels like Monday because Adam took off yesterday, and so today feels like Monday. But today I'm going to talk about um, mental health and manners. And first off, I want to say that I think it's wonderful that people speak out and speak up and speak out about narcissism and other cluster Bs. And I think it's wonderful people share their experiences, the way they've handled it, they see it, their opinions, their thoughts on it. Some are professionals, as in, they are licensed counselors or something along that line, whatever it is in your area. And some are not. They're people who are giving their opinions and their views. I think it's wonderful that people share what they know and people can see that they're not alone in this. And now I want to add an and to it. It's not a but. Well, we don't like that word but anymore, but an and. And that is that I would love to see more people speaking out about other mental health issues and their opinions on them. There are so many other signs and symptoms of so many other disorders and mental health issues all around. And I know some people do. Some people talk about anxiety, depression, um, people call it agoraphobia these days. It was originally, I think, agoraphobia is the way it was pronounced. And so many different things like I think could be something, I'd say, in my opinion, to talk about is like learned helplessness, which some say is depression, leads to or part of. How about hope, self-esteem, delusions, paranoia, and manners? I know this is not an IQ test. What does manners have to do with any of it, right? I think a lot. In my personal opinion, this is just my opinions, and I'm not a healthcare professional or a provider, so this is not, coming from there. And there's a disclaimer in the description box below this video on YouTube. But manners, just being taught manners. And I'm not saying forced, I'm saying taught. And I think that's one of the biggest problems, that they're not taught. It just doesn't seem like people are taught manners. I'll be right back. Okay. One of the things, manners is just a word that a lot of people will, say a lot to, politeness, etiquette, um, politeness, like I said, um, and the words that you use and what you really want kids to hear, kind of thing. Um, and I don't think enough people think about it, think about what they're saying, who might be watching, and of course some people will, like I said, say this is censorship kind of thing. I'm not saying censorship. Saying be taught manners and understand why it's good to use your manners, mind your manners. Of course, everybody would have their own view of manners. What is manners and what's politeness? Now, an example would be, and this has not happened to me, but it's just a hypothetical or fictional. Is you go up to a post office and somebody in front of you see somebody carrying a lot of packages. Where you see them carrying a lot of packages, to open the door for them. Male or female, if you're male or female, help them out, help somebody else besides yourself. I remember I used to move around a lot, and I went to different universities, and there was such a difference between two of them because one of them people really had manners, and would do like that, open the door for another person. Just open the door for another person. If the person was coming up, hold the door open for them. Don't slam it in their face. And I went to this other one, and it was so different. And a man actually did that. He basically pushed himself in front of me and then let the door shut in front of me. It was like, whoa, wow, what kind of manners was he taught? Not only to push himself in front of me, but then to let the door slam on my face. But we can talk all about driving these days and how people drive. Total lack of, some people, not everybody, of course. I don't want to say everybody, but they really don't seem to have. It's more like uncivilized. They're uncivilized, um, and I think that's a big part. I really do think that that's a lot of what is uh, going on these days. Is the lack of manners, the lack of being at least taught them. The person can make up their own mind, but were they ever even taught in the first place? It's like people. I had a professor years ago about people in prison. They come out. They rehabilitate them in prison. He said if they've never been habilitated in the first place, it's not rehabilitated. So yeah. Anyway, enough for this for now. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.